And for the Mavericks, they honestly internally believe that this move puts them in a better position to win a championship. Of course, there are issues that they had, obviously, with Luka Doncic, his conditioning levels to an extent, but they have that belief. And when you think about the next several months, the next few years, that we're going to know the exact answer to whether they were right in this decision or if they were wrong.
Nico Harrison, you better be right. You damn sure better be right, because it's your career that's on the line here. How in the hell can you justify trading Luka Doncic? It's the equivalent of Jerry Krause and the Chicago Bulls trading Michael Jordan in 1988 or 1989. You just don't do it. You don't trade Michael Jordan. You trade everyone else, but you never trade Michael Jordan. I view Luka Doncic the same way, and there are very few players that I view this way in the NBA. Matter of fact, right now, Luka might be the only one. The reason I did not talk about this yesterday is because I wanted time to process what happened when my wife woke me up at midnight Saturday night and told me that Luka was traded. I didn't believe her. I actually got mad that she woke me up and I went back to sleep. When I found out that it was true yesterday morning, I went through this weird process of trying to understand it. First, I was trying to look at this positively. I kept telling myself that the Mavs got better by acquiring Anthony Davis. Tony! And in some ways, they did. I know I pick on Anthony Davis all the time, but we're not talking about a scrub here. This dude's an all-NBA player. Anthony Davis can give you 30 and 15 damn near every night. Paired with Gafford and Lively, the Mavs have the best combination of bigs in the league. This team is going to be elite defensively. No one is going to score in the paint. Now, I know the fan base in Dallas is overly emotional right now. I know the fan base is outraged. They are canceling their subscriptions to Mavs TV. They're unfollowing the team on Instagram. They are crying on social media. There was a so-called protest yesterday outside of the American Airlines Center. Wasn't much of a protest. It was more like a circle jerk. Around 20 people showed up to politely express their fake outrage. But winning has a strange way of curing anything. And once this roster is together and winning games, which they will, the emotion and outrage, it will subside. After a few hours of trying to look at this positively, my mood changed to anger, mainly because of how this all went down. You mean to tell me that all you could get for Luka was Anthony Davis and a first-round pick? Nico Harrison wants to lecture me about defense winning championships? Short term, I think the Mavs are going to be okay. Unlike the rest of the fan base, I don't think the sky is falling in Dallas. The Lakers actually got worse in the short term. The Lakers essentially punted this season to build towards the future. A future that could and probably will be without LeBron James. Which I'm sure the Lakers are fine with that, since LeBron James has essentially been bossing them around for the last 5 or 6 years. Ownership in Los Angeles finally took back their power, and so did ownership in Dallas. Although I don't agree with trading Luka Doncic, I'll never agree with trading the best player in the league, but overall, I do think this could possibly be a good thing for the NBA. Not because Luka is in Los Angeles and the NBA has a superstar for the next decade in their most important market. This could be a good thing for the league because of the message that it's sending. No one is untouchable. This bullshit player empowerment, it's over. If you don't take your job seriously, if you don't stay in shape, if you're a problem behind the scenes, not only can your ass get traded, you're also not going to get the Supermax. It's going to cost you tens of millions of dollars. Make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. If you happen to stumble upon this video, be sure to check out my main channel, Behind the Line. Link to the main channel's in the description below. Some people are claiming that this is a conspiracy. They're accusing the Mavs and the Lakers of collusion. They're claiming that the league influenced this trade to get Luka to Los Angeles. Now, whether or not that's true, I don't know. Would I be surprised if it was? Absolutely not. Professional sports, they are quickly turning into the WWE where everything seems to be a work. But I'm wondering if NBA owners are getting tired of the bullshit. I'm wondering if NBA owners, specifically ownership in Dallas and Los Angeles, I wonder if they wanted to send a message. For the last decade, the power in the NBA has been given to the players. How's that working out? Ratings have declined. The NBA's lost half its audience. Interest in the league is low. No one cares about the regular season. The league has basically turned into a gimmick where they created some doofus in-season tournament to generate fake interest. They've turned the All-Star game into an annual disaster. The players have been running the league for the last 10 or so years, and they have turned it into the Bruce Caboose. The damn WNBA, the WNBA, is on the verge of outdrawing the NBA on television. That's how bad it's gotten. After that trade Saturday night, no one is safe. I heard multiple players yesterday talking about how the league has suddenly changed. I heard multiple players saying no one is safe. With one trade, NBA owners told the two most powerful players in the league, "You don't have the power. We do." I know LeBron's always wanted to play with Luka, but they're not contending for a title this year, and they probably won't next year either. By the time the Lakers are in contention, LeBron will be retired. I think the Mavs got tired of dealing with Luka's shit. The lack of conditioning, the lack of professionalism, the constant soft tissue injuries, the constant whining and complaining. Think about it. If Luka is behaving that way on the court, if Luka is constantly whining on national television, think about how bad it is behind the scenes. Now, do I think that justifies trading him? Absolutely not. But that's easy for me to say because I'm not the one dealing with it every day. I know everyone is focused on the trade itself, but what's getting overlooked here is the power shift that happened Saturday night, where NBA owners took back their power. Like I told you guys before, we are getting to a point where I think players are making too much money in the NBA. I don't care how rich you are. When you're paying someone potentially $70 million a year, your expectations are naturally going to be higher. And when the person you're paying is fucking off, when the person you're paying isn't taking the job seriously or as serious as you expect them to take it, there's going to be resentment. And I think the Mavs finally had enough. Whether or not it was the right decision, that remains to be seen. Me personally, I wouldn't have done it. I don't give a damn about the circumstances. There's no way I am trading Luka Doncic. What about you? Let me know. Sound off in the comments below. I'll see you guys on the main channel.